Book 2, Chapter 4, Knowing. I take Sky around the block, then settle him into the backyard. I can walk to the shelter from where I live, and this day I walk because my dad is in his shop busy with the work for the resort. Sometimes he can drive me, but today I know to walk. I arrive at the shelter and Melba is there to greet me. In her usual singing voice, she tells me that she is pleased that I am there to help, because more cats and 2 new dogs have come in. I always enjoy when new dogs and cats arrive, but I always love when they find homes. That is always a great day. Most people really want the best for the animal, and I can sense they are going to really good homes and good people. Barley, the greeter dog as I call him, is in his usual place at the front entrance. Melba asks if I can join her in the cat room. We go together, and to my amazement, there were 2 groups of young kittens. I have never seen anything so cute. They are playing and excited. They are too little to know to be scared, and since they are all together, they don't appear to be frightened at all. There are so many different colors. Each little one calls out with a quiet meow. I sense my heart growing very big. It feels like it's going to come out of my chest. 12 little kittens to get a new home. I clean the cages and give each clean, cold water. They do eat a lot, so each dish is refilled for the day. They seem to really enjoy when the dishes are full. The local pet store has donated toys to the animals. Little balls with bells inside have been placed in the cages. The kittens really enjoy the toys too. One little kitten seems different than the others. This little one is very quiet, just leaning against the bars of the cage. He keeps looking at the others playing, but does not participate. I think to myself, he is like Charles preparing to write a book, just studying others from a distance without participating. I go around to the side of the cage and place my hand through the bars. He just sits quietly, allowing me to pet him, but he doesn't seem to respond too much. I speak gently to him. I could hear a faint purr. I hear my heart say, he doesn't want to play with the others. I understand that he is just like Charles was in grade 4. Maybe the kitten will grow out of it. He wants you to hold him. I place my hand into the cage and take the little one out. He feels very limp in my hand, with little movement, not afraid at all. I place him under my chin and he pulls himself up around my neck by means of the shirt I am wearing. He is so gentle, so quiet for a kitten. It seems to me that he is a wise cat. I think he is just like Charles. I speak with him, and he is content to sit on my shoulder. I walk a few steps, he continues to remain seated. Now he is around the back of my neck, but so gentle, it is hard to know exactly where he is sitting. I walk out to the front entrance, and he doesn't move. I walk back into the cat room, continue to clean the cages, and he still doesn't move. He feels safe with you, my gentle voice whispers. Melba, look at this kitten. He has been on my shoulder for 15 minutes, and he seems to want to be there. Melba looks around the back of my neck and says, his eyes are closed. He's sleeping. We both start to laugh at this unusual experience, and very unusual cat. He needs a name, I say to Melba. I would name him Charles because he reminds me of him, but that's Sky's name. I reach around to gently touch the top of his head. I can hear his gentle purr. To my amazement, when I go to take him off my shoulder, he digs his claws in, letting me know it isn't time to get off. I have to tend to the dogs, and I don't think you will like that, I say to him. His claws continue to attach themselves to my shirt. It doesn't hurt, and I sense that he knew that. Melba says, perhaps take him with you and see what he does. I am a little concerned that he will be frightened, jump down and cause so much commotion with the dogs, but Melba encouraged me to go. He doesn't appear to be getting off your shoulder any time soon. He will let you know if and when he wants down. Okay, I say, and away we go to the room filled with the happy barking dogs. I gently open the door, not to frighten the little one that has settled in and is quiet again. I open the door and the dogs are happy to see me. The little kitten doesn't move, and he doesn't have his claws out. He is the most content kitten I have ever met. Each cage I clean with the kitten perched on my back. I am amazed how he can hang on without his claws. He is purring, and the dogs don't seem to mind at all. Dogs drink a lot of water, and their bowls need refilling often. They are messy when they drink as well. Often the water splashes everywhere, but not even the sound of the water makes the cat want to get off my shoulder. Once I am finished cleaning the cages and filling up the food dishes, I want to take the little kitten back to his safe cage. This way I can take the dogs for a walk outside. I go back to the cat room and Melba is still there, finding room for all the newcomers. "Is he still on your shoulder?" she asks with bewilderment. "Yes, he hasn't left me since I picked him up. Can you help take him off my shoulder? I can't really see where he is sitting." Melba giggles as she removes him. She says that he is very content, that perhaps he wouldn't have gotten down on his own. She places him with his family, and he goes back to leaning against the bars of the cage. "This one is most unusual, Finan. I don't think I have witnessed this behavior before." After I walk the dogs, it is time for me to be home for supper. We all sit around the table in our usual places. Sky Charles sits between my dad and I. The conversation is busy. My sister has lots to say about her friends. I share with everyone the kitten that had been literally attached to me. "It sounds like you both have really bonded," my dad says. Playfully I reply, "Maybe he will let me walk him home on my shoulder." Everyone starts to laugh. My dad says, "I'll tell you what. Billy could use a friend, and if you feel this little one will sit on your shoulder all the way home, he can stay." "Pardon?" I asked in a confused voice. My mom looks confused as well. "All I am saying is, if he sat on your shoulder all that time, perhaps there is a bigger picture." Do you think Sky Charles would want to have another cat? Because he and Billy the cat don't do anything together. Billy is getting older and he likes to be on his own. But maybe this little one is what he needs to become more sociable. I can't believe what I am hearing. I hadn't asked to have this kitten, but what fun if I could take him home. My dad says, "Let's make this fun. We will put a collar around his neck with a leash. If you place him on your shoulder and he stays there the entire walk home, he is yours." "But, Dad, what if he gets frightened and jumps down?" "That's what the leash is for. He won't be in any harm, but if he stays for the entire walk home, you will know he belongs with us." "But, Dad, what if he jumps down? Then what? Would I have to return him?" "No, son, I'm just being playful. But something tells me that he will sit on your shoulder the entire way home. Perhaps he will also jump through hoops, and you will have your own special little show." I hadn't expected this. My family hadn't expected this. Everyone is excited to think my dad will allow us to have a kitten in the house. "Okay, so tomorrow we will adopt the little cat, but promise me, Finan, that he walks home with you on your shoulder." I can't wait to tell Melba. "Dad, let's call the shelter now so Melba knows we are adopting him." After supper, my mom calls Melba. Melba is not surprised to hear that our family will be adopting the kitten. She tells my mom that she has never seen a more trusting little kitten. That night, many car lights drift by my bedroom window, filtering across the ceiling. I can't sleep. My mind is racing. Never would I have imagined us adopting a kitten, but we are. Sky Charles is going to have another friend.